In this lesson, I want to talk about all the other Bubble educational resources that are out there for beginners trying to learn Bubble and where to find a lot of, your unanswered questions. I know specifically in this course, we're going through how to build Study Genie and build an AI no code application based on our template, but many of you, may be wondering, how do I actually learn the fundamentals? Where is this content available? And there is so much content, not only just on YouTube, but within Bubble itself. So if we jump into Bubble, you go to resources and you select Academy, you'll land here on the Bubble Academy. Now, there are a ton of great videos. This is what I highly recommend getting started, understanding the key concepts, key components within Bubble. But they have a ton of other videos. Get started building your first app and a ton of other resources. They also have a library that you can go to and actually look up very, specific things. So let's just say users, we want to know, you know, when a user is logged out of an event, when they're logged in, signing up a user. There's so much content, APIs, for example. There is a ton of resources just within Bubble. I mean, even beyond that, you guys can go ahead and scroll through here and actually start learning, but they've got coaches as well as interactive lessons. Obviously, we went through video lessons, and they even have how to build guides where you can rebuild Instagram, for example, or a budgeting application, Discord, LinkedIn, and you guys can actually go in here and follow these guides to really start familiarizing yourself building other applications. If you're really trying to learn Bubble and get sophisticated with it, I highly recommend using a lot of their free resources as well as their Bubble forums. So if you have questions as you're building your own software application, you can't seem to figure things out, go ahead and create a form. And honestly, the response times are pretty quick. Typically, I get a response within an hour or two for any questions that I have when I'm building my Bubble application. So this is a very, very good resource. And lastly is going to be the development doc. So if you just go to resources and you select their manual, you can actually look into the development docs within Bubble. Now, it may seem like a lot, but if you're getting into software and building SaaS, reading development docs are going to be extremely important, especially when using APIs. I know we'll be jumping into OpenAI's documentation as well. So this is just here to kind of I just really want to give you a reference on basically where you can go to find certain things if you have questions. And if you just want to learn Bubble, we're also going to link some YouTube channels below that we think are very helpful for beginners who are trying to learn Bubble. But you can go in here, click design. You can look into, different elements, for example, how to use elements, basically the element hierarchy, right? How to edit your pages, use containers, input forms, styling, create a responsive design that works for both mobile and desktop. There's so much in here. If, you have questions about workflows, go into Logic and you can take a deep dive into workflows, how they work, different events, different actions that can take place. There is so much here. Honestly, almost too much. So I highly recommend finding videos if you have other questions, if you want to go through their development docs, if you want to, look at other resources after you go through this course on how can I learn some of the fundamental concepts, even things that, we may not have covered in this program. There are so many free resources available to you guys online. And don't hesitate to, ask questions to their community. And don't hesitate to really go through some of these interactive lessons and just some of the courses that are available to you. If you really are trying to advance in Bubble, learn Bubble, use it, these resources are going to be crucial to really just educating yourself on, their platform and how to get the most out of it when you're building your own software company. So highly recommend doing a deep dive. You can do it after we finish this course if you'd like. Just to kind of see, how it all works. And we go through this course fairly quickly. And so there's a lot for you guys to learn. And maybe the best way to learn is to just take a deep dive into it and then go back, kind of understand the fundamentals, understand the basics, then redesign your application and the software that you're trying to build. So a lot of different use cases here, but I just wanted to quickly run through some of the bubble resources that are available to you guys. And make sure to check out the YouTube links below as well if you guys want some more bubble tutorials.